All right, shalom, shalom. Peace, Israel. It's Brother Zaquan from Prophets in Babylon Camp down here in Tampa, Florida. I'd like to give all glory, honor, and praises to YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, QADASH. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who do teach a real well, and peace and salutations to the hopeful that's scattered abroad. All right, today's lesson. All right, we're gonna go into the spirit. The war is warring against the flesh. All right, this is a constant battle that brothers face. We're locked in these chains of darkness. This flesh. And on a daily basis, brothers fight to stay in the spirit, but we're also within the flesh. And the flesh has lusteth. The flesh has things that it lusteth after. All right, and our spirit lusteth after this the water. All right, the truth, the knowledge. All right, our flesh is lusting after things that will kill you. All right, because anything that's not of the spirit of YAHAWASHI, anything that's not helping further in this ministry of the word of the Lord, all right, ultimately it's for your downfall, and it will destroy you. Okay, we understand that. Even doing these lessons, brothers don't want to do lessons, then something, your flesh end up getting distracted, and that thought of doing that lesson, it'll slip from you. Then brothers will catch on to it later. You're like, damn, I ended up doing this and this instead of doing what I want to do. All right, so it's a constant battle. Okay, it's a constant battle. Standing in the spirit. You have demons out here. Okay, so we're gonna get into it. But this is the book of Galatians chapter 5 and verse 13. It says, "For brethren, ye have been called unto liberty." All right, only use not liberty for an occasion to the flesh. Right, don't use this liberty. All right, in this grace period that we have for the flesh. Just doing whatever. Letting the flesh take over you. All right, and you just going with emotions, going with the flow. Okay, but it says but by love serve one another. Right, you love your brother. What are you gonna do for your brother? You're gonna do it unto your brother as you would for yourself. All right, build your brother up in the spirit. Like, yeah, I got a phone call, but demons messing up the lesson. But as I was saying, okay, but it says Galatians 5 and 13, "For brethren, ye have been called unto liberty. Only use not liberty for an occasion to the flesh, but by love serve one another." And as I was saying, you serve your brother, all right, by feeding him attributes of the spirit. Okay, you feed your brother by, helping him sharpen his sword. Just doing it unto a brother as you would for yourself. It says, "For all the law is fulfilled in one word, even in this, thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself." Right, you love your neighbor as yourself. Your brethren. Okay, you're gonna make sure if you on point in the spirit, your brother gonna be on point in the spirit. Right, you're getting your lessons out, you're doing what you have to do. You're gonna make sure, hey brother, you're getting your lessons out, you're getting your assignments done. Just making sure the brother stay in the spirit. Okay, do it as unto your brother and as you was for yourself. Okay, you can liken your brother unto YAHAWASHI. Okay, because you don't know who's the elect out here, man. Okay, you don't want to make yourself of that number, but you also want to treat every brother as if he possibly is the elect. Treat your brother as how you would treat the Lord. Okay, give your brother respect. Okay, you don't cross certain lines with your brother. Ultimately, like we just said, that simple saying, do unto others as you would want to yourself. Okay, simply put like that. All right, and we understand that, doing these things, the Lord finds favor in us. Okay, the Lord can use you more. The Lord can use your body, have the QADASH flow through you. Okay, it says, "But if ye bite and devour one another, take heed that ye be not consumed one of another. It says, "This I say then, walk in the spirit, and ye shall not fulfill the lust of the flesh." Right, when you walk in the spirit, all right, you're not going to fulfill the lust of the flesh. The flesh is going to want to go here, there, left, right, up and down, but the spirit is going to take you straight down that straight and narrow path. Okay, because if you're walking in the spirit, you're looking at the world with spiritual eyes, man. All right, when you're walking in the spirit, you're able to see how much demons are out here. You're able to see, oh, there's demons on that person. All right, you can see wickedness all around us. Okay, and we understand that, we're in Babylon, man. This is the belly of the beast. Where evil is all around us. Distractions are all around us. Okay, we're fighting to stay walking in the spirit, man. All right, in the flesh, these bodies are fighting to stay in the flesh. Okay, that's why when the Lord returns and he calls us out of here, our bodies are not leaving, man. All right, when the Lord, YAHAWASHI, the Lord comes back, we get beaten up into them chariots. Your spirit is going into the chariot. You can get delivered, but your body is not coming with you, man. This body is going to stay here and burn. Okay, so you have to be walking in the spirit. You have to change spiritually in the spirit. Okay, these flesh are not making it out of here, man. All right, so you have to understand that this isn't this isn't just a fad or everyday thing that we do, just on the weekends, Yet this is changing within your spirit, within your flesh, okay? Changing your spirit day by day. All right, because our flesh is decreasing as our spirit is increasing, but you have people that's walking in the flesh, and their flesh is increasing while their spirit is decreasing, okay? Because they're just fulfilling the things of the flesh. They're giving the flesh what it wants, what it needs, okay? And that's only destroying your spirit. All right. It says, and ye shall walk in the spirit, and ye shall not fulfill the lust of the flesh. It says, for the flesh lusteth against the spirit, right? The flesh and the spirit, they lust against each other. The flesh wants to do one thing, but the spirit wants to do another thing, okay? And ye shall not, it says, Salakia, and the spirit against the flesh. It says, and these are contrary. When something is contrary, they're opposite to one another, all right? Our flesh wants to go out, party, and, do whatever, while the spirit is like, no, let's go do some lessons. All right, let's sit down, let's watch some videos. No, let's go out and help a brother, doing things of the spirit. It says, so that ye cannot do the things that ye would, right? They're contrary to one another, so like the example I gave, earlier, all right? You might want to go do one thing in the spirit, and then you get distracted by something in the flesh. Then, that fire that you have for that original lesson, that original topic, it goes away, it disappears. And you're like, damn, I wish I would have caught on to it, when I had it. All right. And that's how the Lord works, man. When I strike the iron while it's hot. All right. When you get that thought to do a lesson, man, just hop on it. And as I speak to you, brother, I speak to myself, I can do better at that. All right. We're not perfect. We're still within this flesh, man. We're fighting. Okay. But the point is, you want to do better in the spirit. You want to constantly fight. Brothers always say, fight to stay in the spirit. If you don't have the spirit, man, pray for the spirit. Okay. You don't feel like doing a lesson, man, pray to the Lord to give you the spirit to do a lesson. You don't feel like, whatever it may be, brothers. Okay. But you want to constantly, all right, every day, keep your YAHAWASHI in your mind and say, hey, what can I do to grow in the spirit today? What can I do to get better? 1% better every day. All right. Because when the Lord returns, man, you want to make sure you had did everything you could. All right. So you can be found able to receive that salvation. All right. This flesh isn't going into no chariots. All right. We were born into this world with flesh, and we're not taking it out of here, man. We were born into this world with flesh, but this flesh is not making it out of here. Our spirit is making it out of here. Okay, RAWCHAA. It says, but if ye be led of the spirit, ye are not under the law. All right. It says, now the works of the flesh are manifest. Okay. Which are these: adultery, fornication, uncleanness, lavishness, idolatry, witchcraft, hatred, variance, emulations, wrath, strife, seditions, heresies, envyings, murders, drunkenness, revelings, and such like, of the which I tell you before, as I have also told you in the time past, that they which do such things shall not inherit the kingdom of Yahawah. Okay, right, now we understand that these are the things of the flesh. Okay, these are the things of the flesh. This is why we went into and said the flesh isn't making it into the chariot, man. The flesh is unclean. Okay, we understand that we're not gods yet, man. All you have to do is cut yourself and you can see your blood. That alone lets you know that you're not gods, meaning this flesh is not perfect. Okay, and the Lord, we're us doing this work, we're seeking to be perfect. Us doing this work, we're seeking to be great, and we're seeking to do better things. All right, we're trying to further ourselves through the spirit and power YAHAWASHI within the spirit. It's like you got all these distractions around, but let me grab this. It says, verse 22, Galatians 5:22 says, but the fruit of the spirit is love, joy, peace, long-suffering, gentleness, goodness, faith, meekness, temperance. It says, against such there is no law. Right? The spirit is going to do things, that furthers life. That's for life. So that's for life. All right. The spirit is literally, I can say this, as I don't know, I speak to myself, but other brothers can attest to this. When you're walking in the spirit, you feel better. You feel 100% better, 1,000% better. Okay, when you're walking in the spirit, Especially where it says long suffering and gentleness, you learn that. All right, because in the flesh, that's not a trait that most people have. Most people get upset, very easily. The smallest things trigger you. So you have to understand that when you're walking in the spirit, that's you walking in life. That's you walking in. YAHAWASHI YAHAWASHI. Okay. It says, and they that are Hamashiachs have crucified the flesh with the affections and lusts. All right. If we live in the spirit, let us also walk in the spirit. Let us not be desirous of vainglory, provoking one another, envying one another. All right. So if we live in the spirit, we shall also walk in the spirit. All right. You want to do things of the spirit. You want to do things that's going to further you through the spirit of power, YAHAWASHI YAHAWASHI. Okay, this flesh is for our downfall and to destroy us. These are chains of darkness, likened unto prisons for our souls, man. Okay, we're seeking to break out of these prisons through the spirit and power of YAHAWASHI YAHAWASHI. All right, but I don't want to make the lesson too long. Yahweh was edifying and straight to the point. I'd like to give all glory, honor, and praises to Yahawah, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, QADASH. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who do teach and rule well. And peace and salutations to the whole scattered abroad. Until next time, I do say, Shalom and a Baba Ball. Soon.